Or Tucker, the fundamental question, which is why wasn't there a proper security posture that day? It wasn't like we didn't know there was a rally in town. It wasn't like we didn't know it would be a big rally. After all, it was a President Trump rally. Why wasn't there a proper security presence? And that's a question that only, as you pointed out in your monologue, only the Speaker of the United States House of Representatives can answer. But my guess is, Tucker, my guess is the reason she didn't have the proper presence there is because think about what happened all last year. The Democrats normalized anarchy. They said, oh, if you're a rioter or a looter and you're attacking police that we're defunding and you're destroying small business, we're going to bail you out. We're going to raise money to bail you out of jail. So with that background, she couldn't have the presence that you need that day. So I think that is the fundamental question.
Well,
wait. Representative Cheney or anyone else talking about that.
Right. Well, Cheney's obviously a shill. But I have to ask, though, and press a little bit on that explanation. So immediately after January 6th, Pelosi called the army in, built a wall, ironically, around the building, put bureaus of the Capitol Police in other states, her own Praetorian Guard, et cetera. So she's clearly for law enforcement when they protect her. Christopher Wray refused to get on a conference call about preparation for January 6th before it happened. They knew it was coming. They didn't protect the building. They let the protesters in. The FBI has a long history of setting up crimes. They just did it in Michigan. We're going to get into it in a second. Why isn't there a good faith investigation into the FBI's behavior, or do Republicans somehow trust the FBI?
Well, Tucker, you may remember a few weeks ago when we had the FBI director in front of the Judiciary Committee, I asked him about what happened to the Hoopers up in the state of Alaska, who were, their door was kicked in, they were handcuffed, that held at gunpoint and interrogated for 4 hours. They weren't even in the Capitol. So I've been pressing for those answers to those kind of questions as well. But the fundamental question is, why wasn't there a proper security presence that particular day? And again, only the Speaker of the House can answer that question. And what I find interesting is this morning's Politico headline. I got it right here. Politico headline: Dems accept McCarthy's picks for January 6th panel. So they accepted it. Everything was fine. It was reported this morning. But last night, so that was news that was of yesterday. Last night I go on your network and I raise these very points and I talk about this, and suddenly shazam, today Speaker changes everything. Mr. Banks and Mr. Jordan can't be on the committee. So maybe that's the reason. Maybe she just doesn't want to answer that fundamental question or any other questions. This is all political, and we've known that from the start.